YouTube? Topaz Yates back with another in-depth, and today we're gonna go in-depth on the Grammy Awards of 2016 in a hip-hop direction and such, man. In which, if we're gonna do that, we got to call it the Kendrick Lamar show, because that's pretty much all this was. Like, he swept all of the hip-hop awards, man. Ended up getting 5 Grammys altogether. Really, the only other hip-hop act to get a Grammy, man, I believe was Trinidad James. Yeah, that happened because he was a writer on that Uptown Funk. But along with sweeping all of the hip-hop awards, he also got the best collaboration video with Taylor Swift, who ended up winning Album of the Year and all that shit too. So huge shouts out to Kendrick Lamar. And quite honestly, this was predictable. I think I actually said that he was going to win at least 3 to 4. And the reason why this was predictable is because the people who be giving out these awards really don't know hip-hop like that. And this To Pimp a Butterfly, it just fits the mold. It's that critically acclaimed production value that everybody was so hyped on. So it was just common sense that they would just give him all of the fucking awards and not even focus on hip-hop. Even though I kind of wanted to see J. Cole win a fucking Grammy. He definitely deserved that shit. I also would have enjoyed it if Drake would have won that Grammy Award for Back to Back. That would just put the icing on top of the cake about the dissing and everything, man. That would be like the first ever diss record to win a fucking Grammy. That would have been very fucking interesting. But in the end of the day, winning 5 is solid, but ultimately you got to see the bullshit that they did with this. Like, okay, Kendrick Lamar swept all of the hip-hop awards, period. But yet, he did not win a major Grammy Award, though. What are the major Grammy Awards? Best Album, Best Song, Best Record. Those are it. And sadly, the guy who won all of the fucking hip-hop didn't even get in that shit. See, that just goes to show you how they feel about hip-hop. Because this could be the greatest hip-hop album in their opinion, but yet they wouldn't even touch it on like one of the major level shit. Like, this album is good for hip-hop, but not good against everything else. And here's just the reality of it, going back to 1989 when they first made hip-hop into its own category. Hip-hop has only won 1% of the time those major awards and such. And who was those who did that? Lauryn Hill with that Miseducation, in which they categorized it as R&B, but ultimately we knew that that was motherfucking hip-hop. And now Speaker Boxing Love Below from Outkast. And you know what this actually tells you as a straight up hip-hop act, man? You have to be doing some pop shit, and then you have to go fucking diamond in order for you to win a Grammy and such, while these other white acts, they don't be doing all that. But I definitely did enjoy the performance that Kendrick Lamar did, starting with that Black in the Billy, which he came out in a chain gang in jail and such, man, and then it swapped over to We Gon' Be Alright, in which he had a bunch of dancers, in which he said in his acceptance speech that they all came from Compton schools and such, man, in which the statement that he made with that performance, man, it started off in slavery, in jail, like modern day slavery, but then ended up becoming free by We Gon' Be Alright, by going back to Africa somewhat. I disagree with that wholeheartedly, but ultimately it was a pretty good performance though. But that was pretty much it hip-hop based, man, and I didn't watch that shit. I caught all of the highlights and I read up on who all won and all that shit, because I would not waste my time with that. I'd rather grind hard to actually get there one day, instead of just watching these people shine and I know that none of us actually gonna win some shit. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpass.com, that's down there, to read today's article.